because I got excited about the train above it. Good morning. Wheelers at large. We're out again. Sunday morning, and we've got all day. So we'll see where we end up.
Lots of runners, lots of walkers, lots of swimmers too. They're still going in every morning.
Do you think inland is going to be less windy?
Well, it doesn't matter because we're turning north, so there'll be wind behind in a minute. A southerly wind at the moment, and yeah, it's bringing the rollers in for sure, but it's supposed to turn west-southwest later, and that should warm things up considerably and hopefully help us in the middle of the ride, because we're definitely going to do a loop of some sort, just not quite sure where yet.
Woo-wee! That wind was quite strong. Oh, got wind behind me now. Oh, it's lovely. Oh dear, not for long, because we're about to turn towards the ferry, and I imagine that'll be strong headwind again.
At least I didn't get left behind buying the tickets this time. Yeah, that's happened before.
Have a good day. It's a bit choppy.
It is, isn't it? Looks good though.
Woo, we're sideways. Well, that's the ferry done. That was a bit choppy.
It was a bit.
I'm glad we were only on it for a few moments.
Yeah, so we're heading out towards Studland at the minute. Next bit's pretty hilly. Not long hills, short, sharp, steep hills. Now I'm hoping we will turn slightly and get a little bit of wind assistance. Probably not very much, but a little bit.
Is that misbehaving?
Yeah, it's just a bit slow like me.
No comment.
This is actually Studland village. Of course the road goes through by the post office and shop there, but this is where the houses are. And even though it misses out a little bit of the steepness on the main road, it doesn't miss out the main one. So we've still got to climb up to the golf course.
I do remember the first time I did this climb. It was about 3 years ago, and I really wasn't fit.
We're already into the double figures here. As you can see, it's just about to ramp. Anyway, tortoise and the hare, my friends. Tortoise and the hare.
There you go. Got to the top. Just looking at my stats, we've been riding for an hour and we've done 11 miles.
There's a bit more of that to come yet. New surface. Lovely and smooth. Reminds me of the Isle of Wight. Got to be the smoothest roads in Britain, the Isle of Wight. Absolutely fantastic for road riding. Pretty good off-road as well.
Hey! I've used all the gears. I'm spun out 35 miles an hour. Oh my goodness me, I start to get worried at that sort of speeds.
And here we are. So if we'd have come across Rempstone, we'd have joined this road just back there. And good news, all downhill into Corfe. A little bit of climbing up, and then we're on the road to Arn and Stowborough, which is where we get on the main route to Dorchester.
Oh, that castle always looks so good. Huh? I'm sat here, not pedalling, doing 25 miles per hour. Got a feeling I've got wind behind. Hiya.
Yeah, so there's work all along here, getting ready for the summer, I guess. New parking place here, well, passing place, but people tend to park in them. But yeah, clearing out the ditches and what have you, so should be nice and tidy by the time summer comes.
Just under 20 miles per hour, hardly touching the pedals, wind behind, and the sun's out. The gods are looking down on us.
Let's not get carried away, but this is good.
This is good.
Always stand up for the cattle grids. I don't think any bike wants my weight on the saddle hammering down on it. Oh, darling, you're here. Anybody who knows a little bit of Billy Connolly will understand that one. Yeah.
We're not going to stop at the coffee shop, but we are going to have a moment's rest. Clear.
Well, looks like there'll be a train coming through. Gates are shut. Yeah, a lot of roadies gather there. It's the Velo Lounge Cafe in Wool. It's a little bit too early in the ride for us. Unfortunately, it always is. I don't know how, but we have been there before. We do like it very much. It just never seems to be the right stop at the right time.
We decided that Dorchester is our next stop.
Car back. Not that there's anywhere to overtake at the minute. I have to rearrange everything in the tool keg. Bit of rattling going on down there. Just up in the trees there's a tower or a folly of some sort. I often film it to remind myself to look up what it is. To this day, I still haven't looked up what it is. Oh well, maybe today's the day. More riders ahead, but not on bikes. Julie's having an energy crisis. One bit of fruit bread before the start of the ride, it just isn't cutting it.
So I'm just going to stop here and I'm going to eat an energy bar, I think. Oh, how should I get into these then? Nope. Sometimes you forget how much energy you are actually burning on the bike.
Well, that first bit was into the wind and quite hilly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just misses out this junction. Great big puddle out there, otherwise normally I would go round on the road, but this path's alright actually. Not sure where Julie is. She might have properly bonked or gone round on the road, but I don't know where she is. She was behind me like 2 minutes ago.
I'm off the bike.
Yeah, looks like she's properly bonked. We're only about 3 miles out of Dorchester now, so not too far to go.
Sometimes this cycling isn't easy.
I know.
Should have stopped at Poole for a coffee. I should have stopped. Birds singing, sun shining. Nearly in Dorchester for a coffee.
Look at this. Out of the saddle power. Amazing what an oat bar and a bit of drink will do.
That's it, video once we've eaten it.
Well, the need was great, wasn't it, to actually eat it?
So yeah, we've been fed and watered. Coffee number 1. Nice little stop. Certainly needed by me, that's for sure.
Oh, that wind!
Wind behind!
No hill's any greater than this really, but yeah, when there's about 6 of them in a row, you do know about it. Right, let's build up, shall we? Legs are still a bit cold. The fastest today.
Hello. You did a double back for me. This is another pretty village. This is Piddle Hinton.
It's telling me to turn left at the moment because I reckon it thinks we're up there somewhere. Yeah, Commute gets a bit confused out here. Anyway, we're currently pedalling through the Piddles. Piddle Hinton and Piddle Trentide at the minute.
Oh, wind behind is lovely. Sometimes we see some pretty things and we just don't stop and take a picture of them.
That's because we're cyclists.
Well, that's true.
Otherwise we'd be stop and take photoists. Which is why it's nice to do the same route several times sometimes, because you do see different things each time.
Yeah.
Well, this apparently is the Piddle Valley.
There you go.
So I'm guessing this might even be part of the Piddle.
The Piddle Stream.
That's it, the Piddle Stream. Oh, I forgot about this bit. Because of course we usually do this the other way around. I think this is the first time we've done this route this way around.
That was a hill and a half. What was that called, that hill?
Bastard Hill, I think. Yeah, I think Darren created that term. Basically, any hill we don't know the name of and is hard becomes Bastard Hill.
Thought you said we weren't photographers.
Do we think that the house has sunk into the mud and that's the only bit still showing? Or is that just a random chimney? Yeah, so last night I fitted new gear cables because the gear change was fine. It seemed to be indexed fine, but just wasn't what I'm used to from Shimano, if you know what I mean. And I put new gear cables on last night. And I think what had happened is that the cables had actually crossed where it's routed through the frame, the internal routing. So there was possibly a little bit of sideways when the cables pulled tight. because now they are as crisp as anything.
We've done 2,645, 47, 48, 49 feet of climbing. There's a lot of climbing in this.
I think what I actually said,
he's going to correct himself now,
was hopefully we would have the wind behind in the climby bits.
Ah, except you didn't say the climby bits.
Ah, okay.
You just omitted that bit out of the sentence.
I might have said the middle section,
Yes.
which I knew was the climby bit. So in my head that works.
In Julie's world, no.
Now this is our equivalent of the Peak District. As you can see, green foliage, not moss.
This is called map powder. How are you supposed to say that? Map powder? Map powder.
Yes, fortunately, we will be going round that ridge, not over it. This was the least climby version of this route, so I think I'm sort of okay in one sense.
No comment. Birds singing.
Oh, that's fantastic, isn't it?
It's lovely, isn't it?
Fortunately, the camera makes everything look flat, so I think I'll get away with this one. This gate is called Ray. You hooligan. Right, and on to the North Dorset Trailway. Looks like it's had some work done.
Hiya! Hiya!
So we're going to head into Shillingstone Station. I don't think we'll stop today because we've just had a little stop in Sturminster Newton. And then we're going to head for Witchhampton, Horton, Ringwood and home.
Is this the farm that says,
Yes.
if your dog is wandering?
If your dog harasses our sheep, we'll shoot it. Pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much what it says. But I think it gets the point across.
Yeah, yeah, there's no mucking about.
I mean, whether they would or not, who knows? Camera will make it look flat, nobody will know what you're talking about.
Do you know what? The camera does make it look as if it's flat. That's not flat. Oh, it's slippy. Oh, back wheel slipping. Might not be able to stay out the saddle actually. No, slipping. Get you next time. Enjoy your walk. There you go. He's got his seatbelt on.
There's a tunnel coming up. Let's see if Julie's reserved any energy for the tunnel.
I actually changed gear before I got to the hill.
Yes, and wasn't it so much easier?
It was.
I would say a little subdued.
We've just clicked over 100k.
Julie's doing a runner. She's got a wind behind downhill, taking advantage while she can.
Thanks for changing the lights for us.
They knew you were coming.
They did. I know why I'm tired today. I'm doing the D-Chocks. I haven't been having any chocolate in March. That's why I'm low in energy.
Ah, bright sunshine, no traffic, wind behind, soft pedalling at 18 miles an hour. Doesn't get much better, does it? Oh yeah, there's a big hill coming up, so that's going to ruin it all, but such is life. Back there, they've called it the North Dorset Cycleway.
Have they?
Yeah.
Is this North Dorset? Thought we just said we were in South Dorset.
It's the south of North Dorset.
It's the south of North Dorset. Okay.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's another one of them imaginary hills, Mr. Wheeler. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Everybody can see how flat it is.
Setting no records for this hill today. Very nice. We just stopped at the Horton Inn. Had a
Power cider.
power cider, yes. Last leg. Ringwood and home.
Yeah. Considering today we're supposed to be tipping down with rain all day, I'd say we've got away with it. Well, I just got in the zone a little bit there, and I know I was going to leave Julie behind, but along that road with all this traffic, it's very difficult to ride as a two, so just let her do her own thing, and she'll be along. Here she comes. Anyway, we are going to try out the new improved Trailway.
I'm going to have to buy some more Parma violets, Mr. Wheeler.
Are you really?
Yeah. See the link below if you like Parma violets.
Yeah. Buy them in bulk, why not?
Yeah. I buy them in bulk.
Well, as good as the old trail was, this is, well, it's certainly an improvement. If you want to get to Ringwood, you could now ride this on pretty much any bike. Yeah. There's something about 100 miles, isn't there? It cannot be argued with. It doesn't matter how many feet you've climbed, doesn't matter how fast you did it, it's 100 miles. That's it. I keep looking behind me and Julie gets close and then she drops off again. So I'm guessing she's been racing to try and catch me and then can't and then drops off again. So yeah, I think I'm about to get told off. She's definitely not talking to me.
So, if you've watched this far into the video, thank you for watching us. Click the like button and join us on the next one.
Right, what we got? Nothing coming. Don't die on 100. There it is, 100 dead.
Just about to click over the 100 miles. Been a hard one. You! Yeah!